And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Throwing now, Ryan. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Derek Johnson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Ryan on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Third and long. It's Ryan. And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive.
And smother it just as they did on that last play.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. To throw on second down is Smith, eluding the pressure. Throwing is Smith, and he's got his man in stride, complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On second and 10, Smith. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Smith will hand it off here to Charles. Bulldozes past him. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jamal Charles punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Smith, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. extra point away from moving out in front. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
On first down, Smith. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Macklin. And he's got some space here. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Macklin, 79 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
And he's able to put it through. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Picked off by the free, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they're going to go for 2. Here's here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, was that Justin Houston breaking up a pass on his own drop there?
It was indeed the former Georgia Bulldog.
Yeah, normally what we talk about with him, rushing the passer. That's where he's really earned his reputation. But showing here he can be a complete player with that great speed of his.
Now it's Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception. navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. Charles the lone setback. They go play action here on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
One receiver left, three to the right. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Vic Beasley coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Third and long, it's Smith. And this is... going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They are going for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it. Because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen.
Do you seriously just skip the halftime of the Super Bowl? Who does that? It's a Super Bowl. Watch the halftime show. All right, here we go. 3rd quarter action now. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit to the defense there? They just forced an incomplete.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave him a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough...
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. And the back goes into motion. Throwing on third down, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On 4th down, Smith. And it is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Tomahawley in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Well, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Smith on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. The solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. One quarter remains in Super Bowl 51. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On third down, Ryan. And incomplete here on third down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. It's caught. Jones. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. To throw again is Ryan. This will be caught at about the 6. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on third and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Can you believe the decision to go for 2 here? For all intents and purposes, this play could decide the Super Bowl. And unable to convert for 2 points. They could have tied the game with a PAT. They gambled, and they trail by 1 here in this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs' good is over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And this will be incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coach has always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try to eat some clock now with Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. On 4th down, Smith throwing right, and that's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Here's Smith looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation. And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Running right, this is Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
He's back to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. One last shot for Ryan. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And that touchdown means a decision has to be made. Do they kick the PAT and tie it up, or do they go for two and try and win it right now?
Now for the all-critical extra point. And it is good. There were about 70,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. And an overtime playoff game, but the rules, they stay the same as they did in the regular season.
That's exactly right. Whoever scores first, unless it's a touchdown, the other team has a chance to match. That's how it really gets played out. But remember this, no matter how far we go in overtime, in the regular season, there was only one period. Here, we're going to go until we have a winner.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. That's fielded in the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now here's the Falcons defense getting set to go again. They go play action here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard. And quickly, they get to the line. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Going underneath for Charles. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get 28 yards on that one. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Smith. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And it's complete to Kelce. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Play action. It's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The fullback comes through with a big play there. 31 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So a defensive brain there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snap.
Another shot here for Charles. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on third and goal from the 2. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So they're back at the 7 now for third and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones in there to drop it for his second sack now here tonight. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Time running out here on the play clock. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, my goodness. They're going to try to end this thing right here with an onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers. Oh, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that's how this one is.